So welcome back. So we'll continue with tax B on spreadsheet. This tax is based on data in a workbook named company found in the candidate folder. This workbook contains a sheet with two tables, table 1 and 2. Table 1 holds data about customers' electricity consumption and billing parameters. The power supply company bills customers on a monthly basis and grants discounts based on stated ranges of consumption. The tariff for discount is contained in Table 2. Customers have to also pay value added tax VAT depending on their consumption. Open the company workbook found in the candidate folder. So this is it, company workbook. So we have to open it and then we'll start answering questions from there. So while it gets open, let's move. Now, Romans 1. Calculate the amount consumed by each customer by using fixed reference formula. The charge for each unit consumed, unit charge, is stated in cell A17. Okay, A17, this is the unit charge. So the amount consumed. So for us to have the amount consumed, we take the unit consumed, we multiply by the unit charge, okay, and then we make it absolute reference. It means it's supposed to be the same for everybody, okay, it's supposed to be the same for everybody. So to do that, we put dollar signs in between before the column number and before the row number, before the column name and before the row number. So if you look cleanly, you see this dollar sign. Maybe I'll make it zoom more. You see that I've added the dollar signs in between. That is to make that cell fixed. Because without this, when you come over here and you drag and drop, it will give you wrong values. So now I've calculated for the rest. I'm sure I will need to give this formula. I'll need to put it here. They said we should do that unit consumed by Mebenga Jean. So let me see. Voila. So that's Mebenga Jean. This is the formula. Yes, this is the formula that was used in that cell. Now they said determine the value added tax for each customer. Note VAT is 15% of the amount consumed. Write down the formula form. Okay. So we need to calculate the VAT. So VAT is simply 15% times the amount consumed. As simple as that. Press enter. That's the VAT. That's the VAT. And we'll take the formula. That's the VAT. Wow. Now it is said that VAT is added to the amount consumed to get the total payment. Okay. So calculate the total payment for each. And then you give the formula for theta James. Okay. Total payment. So total payment is the sum of this plus this. That's the total payment. So I'm taking the formula and enter for theta. Discount rate is a percentage which depends on the total payment to be made. The discount rates are defined on the payment ranges which are given in table 2. Okay, so insert a conditional formula to calculate the discount rate for each customer in table 1 and write down the formula to calculate the discount rate of Bella Peter in the line below. Very well. So here, discount rate. We use an if statement. So just take a look at what we'll do here for the discount. Look at the formula. We'll say if bracket open. They have given us conditions here. These are the conditions. If the payment is between 0 and 100 inclusive, okay, 100,000, you give 0%. Now, if it is between 100,000 and 200,000, you give 3.5%. So they have given us all the conditions. So the first condition is if this payment, okay, is if this payment is less than or equals to this 1,000, which is supposed to be fixed, of course. If that is the case, if it is less than that, what do we do? Now, if that is the case, then we take 0%. Okay, so you take the value 0%, which is also fixed. Now, else, if now we take the second condition, if this same cell, if the payment is still less than, if it is less than or equals to 200,000, if it is less than or equals to 200,000, which is supposed to be fixed, or put the dollars, we put comma, we give it this percentage, which is also going to be fixed. It's not supposed to change. Comma, we go to the next condition. If this same cell, if the value inside is the next condition, if it is less than or equals to 300, okay, put absolute reference, of course, comma, what happens? It takes this percentage 7.25, okay, and it's also absolute. Else if the value is not found among all of these, obviously it will take the last, which is 8.333. So also put absolute reference there. Well, so I'll close. Yes, when this message appears, you say yes. So I've entered the formula, you can click on yes. and now it gives me this percentage, which I'll calculate for the rest. Let's verify now. Now this is 183,000, so it should be found here. That's it. 198 is still less than 200,000, so it's here. Very good. 269 is in this range. Yeah. So do we have 300,000? Yeah, there's something more than 300,000, which is 8.33. Very correct. Very, very correct. Thank you. So Wolf, did they ask for, he said for Mbela Peter. Mbela Peter, we take the formula here. So copy and paste over here. Oof, too long. I should shift it over here. Wow, that's the formula. Mbela Peter. Now calculate the discounts for each customer. Discount is the product of the rate and the total payment. Product of the rate and the total payment. Okay, so the discount is simply equals to rate times total payment. Well, that's the discount. Very good. So, okay, we'll take for Mebenga Jean. So, take the formula, enter for Mebenga Jean. Paste it here. That's fine. Now, calculate the net payment for each customer. Net payment is what the customer pays after discount has been deducted from the total payment. We write down the formula to calculate the net payment for B. Marie. Okay. Okay. So net payment is equals to total payment minus discount. Minus discount. As simple as that. Total payment minus discount. Simple. Now the set from B Marie. So I'll copy the formula. Paste it here. Very good. Now use the sum function to calculate the total of each customer. Write down the formula to calculate the total VAT for all customers in line below. So the totals for each customer it's like we'll start do we start the totals from here? Yeah. So we use sum and we select from this to this. Click OK and then horizontally we'll calculate for the rest. Those are the totals. Now which total are we supposed to calculate for VAT? This is the total for VAT. We write the formula. Okay. So insert a column chart in the portion below table 2 of net payment and name. Okay. Column chart of net payment and name. So I'll select name, press on Control on our keyboard continuously, Control key, CTR, and then I will select net payment. Okay, so that they can match. Then from there we'll go to insert. This is a column chart here on the bar chart, and I'll click on this. So this is what we have, and it is said that this should be placed below this chart. Okay, I hope then use the default chart attributes. Adjust the size of the chart to fit in the same pages, table 1 and table 2. Okay, so that's the chart. So that's it. Very well. We are done with Excel. So we'll stop here for Excel. In our last task we'll do web authoring.